Hello again, everyone, wherever you may be. I'm Scott Blair, and this is a live edition of The Horse right here. If you ever see our Oaklawn handicapping podcast with my partner here, Lang, the Railbird Whitman, and we're going to break down some races today, and then we are going to look at tomorrow's Rebel Stakes. So, Lang, how are you doing?
I'm doing good today. Looking forward to 11 race car today and a bigger day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're across the street from the track, as you can see back here. We're at the crosswalk, right across the street from the track, and we're ready to get down into this. The crosswalk is a great place to come pregame before you go to the track, and you can. I think they've got specials all day, and then they've got live music after the races. So it's always a great place to come before and after the races. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Lang's picked a couple of races today that he wants to talk about. We're going to look at today's fourth race. It's a mile. It's optional claiming 50, non-winners of 3 lifetime. There's no caveats to this, so you have to have not won a race. Well, you haven't won 3 races in your lifetime. I'm sorry. And I don't even can't remember, but I don't even think. Yeah, there's one horse, a couple horses in for the tag. And they are the exception to the rule. They have won more than 3 times. All right, so here we go. Lane, tell us what you're thinking about race 4.
Yeah, looking here at race 4, my top pick in this race is going to be horse number 3, First Division, for trainer Kenny McPeak, Manny Esquivel riding, a 2-1 on the morning line. 3 straight starts at the meet. 2 of those have been in stakes races, 1 win, 1 place, 1 show. So hit the board in all spots so far. Missed both of the stakes by half a length, or it could be 3 for 3 at the meet. Cut back in distance today from 1 16th and 1 1/8 to the 1 mile distance. First time at the distance, so we'll see how that works for First Division. We'll see if that suits him today. I like the overall consistent speed figures for this horse. 7 of 8 times in his career has raced in the money. The only time he did not finish in the money was in the Arkansas Derby last year. He can be forgiven for that. Stalker, I believe, looks good in here today if the speed horse isn't ready. And the speed horse is my second choice. Horse number 4, Authentic Strike for trainer Rudy Brissett. Christian Torres rides 3-1 on the morning line. It's kind of a wild card in this field of 7 to me. It's been off for almost 500 days. We haven't seen this one. Last saw him winning at Keeneland by 10 lengths then. It's been off for a long while, as I mentioned. Broke his maiden wire to wire in his debut at Ellis a long time ago, back in 24. In between, he was thrown into a grade 3 at Churchill. That didn't go well. Has been burning up the track at Keeneland in the mornings and ships in as the seemingly lone speed in this race. And we'll play Catch Me If You Can. Has had some quick works to get ready for this one, and we'll see how ready he is off the 500-day layoff that I mentioned. My third choice in this race, we're going to go with horse number 5, Super Cruise, for trainer Ray Ashford. Rafael Bejarano rides 9-5, I believe the morning line favorite. Has done nothing wrong in 5 career starts, all at Oaklawn Park, 2 wins, 2 places, and 1 show. Good speed figures every race. His 3 losses have been by 1 length, and a neck. So he's not too far away from being undefeated. Will be a tough customer in here that likes to sit off the lead and pounce. We'll see how that works today. And the key to me to this race is horse number 4, Authentic Strike. Does he get an easy lead and just end up running off the long layoff? Or will number 3, First Division, number 5, Super Cruise, be able to run him down in the stretch? I like horse number 3, First Division. That's my top pick in this race.
Okay, so Authentic Strike, that's your top pick. He's at Lasix today, and he's already fast. I mean, he ran way above par on his pace figures the first time out, or not the first time, last time out, and an optional claiming first level allowance over at Keeneland. But like you said, that's well over a year ago. That's my main concern about him. Anything else about that?
No, that was why I couldn't put him on top because of that long layoff.
Right.
I went with First Division as the one that I like to try to run him down. But if he is ready and on top of his game, he can run off and hide in this race.
Yeah, he's worked well, and you can see that when he ran back at let's see, he's been working strong, is my point, since December. He's ready for this race. Now, does that mean he's race fit? I don't know, but Rudy should have him ready to go.
Yeah,
And
he's
it's
been.
going to be interesting that Lasix. I mean, he's 4. He couldn't run on Lasix last year in those stakes race that he won, the Iroquois, and I'm wondering how that Lasix is going to help him. Maybe be able to carry that distance all the way he wants to go, all the way.
Yeah, been working at Keeneland and shipping in for this race, apparently. So
Yeah.
that's another factor I think that needs to be looked at.
And speed's been deadly here at Oaklawn, especially in the last couple of weeks. It's been deadly. We have seen some horses just had superior class run some other horses down. Saw that yesterday, saw it on Thursday. But Authentic Strike's going to be in a good spot. Your top pick was First Division. I like just about everything I saw about him. I scratched out the 2 races that he didn't run well. One was the Arkansas Derby. I don't think that's indicative of how he'll run today at all. And then the other one that I scratched off was a little stakes race at Indiana. And I just felt like he faltered, and it was just not his day. And then when you take those 2 off of his past performances, this is a strong horse.
No doubt about it. And we'll see. Maybe the mile isn't quite right for him. I don't know. Maybe it's better for Authentic Strike on the short stretch. But I still like the overall look of First Division and being in form right now over the 500-day layoff of Authentic Strike.
Okay. The other horse you like was Super Cruise. And my note on him, the blinks off. I'm not really sure why. He did get ran down last time. Maybe they just felt like he couldn't see the other horse coming. So they're taking the blinks off so that he will. But, I mean, this horse has got some great speed figures. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he was able to win today.
I won't be surprised either. In my multi-race bets, I'm probably using all 3 of these. I'm not just hitting a race where I'm going to single somebody. I could end up rooting for not my top pick, the longest odds, to win this race in a multi-race bet. So no, it won't shock me at all if Super Cruise gets to the wire first year.
Like, that's a great point. Let's just point that out real quick, okay? You said maybe your longest shot. Now we're not telling you how to exactly bet these races. This is his idea of where he thinks these horses are going to finish. And if you've got a couple horses that he's given and you're looking at them and you're play the odds, go with the better payoff. If you've got real mixed emotions and you can't just decide between one of these that Lang's given you, look to that horse that's going to be a little higher odds and get a better payoff.
Yeah, I do that all the time when I use maybe 2 or 3 horses in a pick 4, in a pick 5 in a particular race. I go in there and somebody will say, well, your top pick didn't win that race. Well, that was fine. I used 3 horses, and my third choice was 8-1, and it did win. That was more beneficial to me going forward than what my top pick was for me. Now, it might not be for everybody else that plays win place show bettors or whatever, but in the multi-race, I'm always rooting for the longest odds.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Could have used a couple of those yesterday in that late pick 5.
That's true.
Crazy. Okay, so put them back in order for race 4, and then we're going to move along.
Okay, yeah. Race 4 today at Oaklawn. I like in order 3, 4, 5. Very simple. 3, 4, 5. First Division, Authentic Strike, and Super Cruise.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to jump way down the card to race 11 today. And race 11 is state bred fillies. It's an optional claiming 25,000 first level allowance. Lang, I'm just going to let you go ahead and run with this.
Yeah, this is the kind of the Arkansas bred race here. We have a 6 furlong race, 9 winners of 1, and I have no idea why my phone keeps going off because it's supposed to be on vibrate. But here we go. I like horse number 11, Sisters in Town, 12-1 on the morning line. It's going to be my long shot of the day. Won on debut January 4th. Maiden claiming for 50,000 was well thought of. Went off a little over 2-1 in that race. What was the most impressive thing as I rewatched this race last night was she had the lead on the turn, was passed at the head of the stretch, She's stuck on the rail. She re-rallies, inside and gets the win by half a length. I think that she showed guts and determination in that race. She jumped her next race on February 8th into a race where she was way too close to the pace.
Well, as a starter allowance, that's a huge jump for an Archie filly to go from maiden claiming to open company starter allowance. I don't think people know how tough that is. That was just asking too much of that.
And she was a neck back on the opening pace of 21 3/5, a half, and 45 2/5, and she was cooked. She finished. She did hang on. I mean, to finish sixth, beat 13 lengths in the 10-horse field. So she split the field still.
And I always want to make sure I'm not criticizing John Ortiz. He thought that was the right spot for her. He wouldn't have put her there. But it obviously was just a little much. He's got her in a great spot today.
Yeah, I like it. That's also that she is more toward the outside today, like she was in her debut. She was in the 9-hole then. She's in the 11-hole now. So I believe that I can see her moving, maybe taking another step forward back toward her initial race. And we'll see. 12-1. If that line holds, I'll take 7, 8-1. That'll be fine.
I don't think that's holds, but she's right where she needs to be today. That filly's going to be really, really tough. Better, a lot tougher than 12-1. All right.
I tell you what, it's good that you say that because I know that you like my second choice, horse number 8, Music Mistress, 3-1 on the morning line for trainer Joe McKellar. 22 big starts in her career, 4 wins under her belt, yet qualifies for this non-winners of one condition. I know that's something that you've have taught me over the years here to look at that, previous years I really never did. She's had 16 starts at Oaklawn in her career, 7 times in the exacta, 19 starts at the 6 furlong distance, 9 times in the money. So she's pretty consistent. This is her 3rd start off the layoff. Sometimes the best race for a horse is the 3rd start off the layoff, and just a veteran horse here that has a little bit of upside on this 3rd start, I think.
Yeah, you know what I find interesting about her is she is owner trained, and I don't mean like a Steve Asmussen that has lots of horses that come and go. This guy looks like he only has a couple of horses, and she's one of them. Joe McKellar is the trainer. You'll see that Joe McKellar is also the owner. Joe McKellar really has been putting this horse to test. She's been running first level allowance open company, and she is also now in a spot where she can really excel today. Back with Archie Bretts.
Maybe we get an 11-8 exacta box in here.
There you go.
My 3rd choice in this race, another one with some odds on it. Number 9, Cuda Cutie, 10-1 on the morning line for trainer Aaron West, who I'm not really familiar with. Manny Esquivel's riding. Broke her maiden wire to wire by 7 in a maiden special weight at Indiana last August. Went to Presque Isle the next race for a stakes race, vied for a half at 22-1 and faltered down the stretch. Quick works for this one. Hasn't raced in 162 days, but back on January 10th, a 47 2/5, 4 furlong work, and February 19th, just a few days ago, a 45 2/5 work for 4 furlongs. Maybe get this one out on the lead and see how far she goes today.
Well, I think she's going to have some real company. I don't know if you've got. Do you have a form with you? Can you see Queen Mallard number 2? I think she's going to be the speed in the race. Also, number 1 might have a little something to say about it.
One scratched out. I saw just before we went on. Just before we went on, I saw the 1 scratch.
So 2's going to be the speed. So, all right.
If we went 4 deep, 2 is my 4th in this one.
Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. So let's go back and let's put them all back together one more time for everybody. Put them in order and let's see what you got.
Yeah, the 11th race, the Arkansas bred race today, the finale at Oaklawn. My top choice, number 11, Sisters in Town. 2nd choice, number 8, Music Mistress. 3rd choice, Cuda Cutie.
Okay. All right. Now, if we were recording this, we'd be taking a break, but obviously no break today here live. So we're going to jump to tomorrow's race, the big feature race, the one that everybody's coming in town for, the Grade 2 Rebel. It's 1 1/16, $1 million purse. There's Kentucky Derby points on the line. Triple Crown nominated horses. This is, and Lang and I have already covered this race on a recorded podcast, but we wanted to do it again live. Lang, tell us your thoughts on the Rebel Stakes tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think Litmus Test and Blackout Time are going to be the two horses that take the most money. They're going to be the two betting favorites. Litmus Test from trainer Bob Baffert, Blackout Time from trainer Kenny McPeak. They are my second and third choices, though. My top choice, and I'm taking a shot here with number 3, Class President. 10-1 on the morning line from Todd Pletcher, Johnny V into ride. I've seen Pletcher ship horses into Oaklawn kind of under the radar like this for years and years. And several of those years, he runs in there, wins the race, and the horse isn't on my ticket. So I'm going to take a shot here. Maybe has an edge in recency with Class President. Litmus Test hasn't raced since December 13th. Blackout Time, even longer, hasn't raced since October 5th. So maybe they won't be at the top of their game here. Neither one has to win this race. They just need to make a good showing as they go forward in the Triple Crown Trail. Whereas Class President is kind of down the list of top horses for Pletcher, maybe third, fourth string or something. And I believe this one might be ready to roll in this race. I did hear track announcer Matt Ditterman say that Class President ran that 7 furlong race. He wasn't supposed to necessarily run that 7 furlong race. There was a mile and 16th race that didn't fill. They wanted to race, entered him in the swale, and the horse that won that, Solitude Dew, was 1-5 in that race. It was the big shot, big time favorite. Class President ran so well in that race, though, that they're moving forward here into the Rebel with him. And if he's willing to take a shot, I'm going to take a shot too as Class President. That's my top pick, the 3 horse tomorrow in the Rebel. My second choice is number 4, Blackout Time for trainer Kenny McPeak. Just missed in the Breeders' Futurity back in October at Keeneland. Ted Naffy won that race, was the Kentucky Derby favorite for a long time, now injured. Beat Litmus Test, my third choice in this race, by 2 lengths that day. So those are obviously pretty close in talent. And that is my 3 for the race. Class President on top over Blackout Time. Litmus Test for Baffert shipping in. He looks good. But I'll tell you what, ever since that suspension and stuff for Baffert, whenever he is shipped somewhere outside of California, it hasn't really went well for him. And I don't want to take short odds on that happening again. There for a while, he owned Oaklawn. He owned the Rebel, even some of the Arkansas Derbies.
Southwest. Remember the year that the Southwest divided into 2 divisions and he won both sides?
Right. So, but he hasn't been the same since he started shipping back. And Litmus Test can obviously win this race, but he's going to be third on my list for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Litmus Test, as we mentioned, he is one of those. He's an $875,000 purchase. That's not unusual in these horses that are on the Kentucky Derby Trail. You're going to see a lot of big time purchases. But it's SF Racing, Starlight, Mataket, which is Saul Kuman. This is a group, a consortium. It's not a syndication. It's a consortium. It's a very closed group that is spending a bunch of money every single year on yearlings and giving them all to Baffert to try to win the Kentucky Derby. And man, I kind of like him. I think he could win. I understand why you have him third. Is there anything else you want to say about him? Okay. So no, I'm not going to get into that whole shipping deal. But when they I will. When we were doing the recorded podcast, you say so. Is shipper, if he goes from Santa Anita to Los Alamitos, is that a shipper? And I have a feeling, at least with this program, the Brisnet, because it's all computerized, is picking it up as a shipper. It knows it didn't win. It didn't run at that track last time, even though it's like 5 miles down the road.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because you said, I said he was shipping east to Arkansas. And you said, well, he's 29% shipping. I said, well, shipping to Santa Anita to Del Mar, that still counts, though. And as long as he's in California, he's rolling. Yeah. But when he gets outside of California, it's been a little different.
Right. So I don't know who's all here with that horse. I don't know if Jimmy Barnes is in town or what. Normally he is. If Jimmy Barnes is in town, folks, he'll be right here in the crosswalk later. He'll come have a beer after the races. come meet him. He's been one of the most acclaimed assistant trainers ever in the game. He's been Bob's right-hand guy forever. Okay. Your second pick was Blackout Time. My concern with him was the same as that one horse a little earlier, and that is the fact that he has had a few months off, and but his speed numbers are great. The last time he ran was a Breeders' Futurity race back in October of 25 at Keeneland. So he's in here now, and he's owned by the people that have the corner table over here at the crosswalk, the Gasaways. They were a big part of that Mystic Dan group that won the Kentucky Derby just a couple of years ago. So if Blackout Time wins, I think it's going to be a party here at the crosswalk after the races.
And no doubt
What
about
else
that.
about him?
Well, I believe he is also the horse that he was supposed to run in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. The people at the site are the ones that scratched. I remember McPeak was mad about that. Several other horses got scratched when the trainers thought that there wasn't anything wrong with them. They should have ran, and looks like they just shut down Blackout Time after that and have pointed toward this race. We'll see how cranked up he is in the race tomorrow. If he's ready to roll, I mean, he might just roll right by Class President. So I'll readily admit that.
Yeah. Okay. Class President. He's the he's your top. He's the lightest raced horse out of these three. Breaking his maiden back in December, right before New Year's, and then came back a month later and won the Swale. Or no, he ran second. I'm sorry, in the Swale Stakes at Gulfstream. And go back over this one more time. Why are we picking him?
I just like that he carried his speed through the 7 furlongs, and it looked like to me that he was not losing any speed. Looks like he was on the same pace, not necessarily worried about the horse in front of him. I think that he might be the horse to inherit the lead at the top of the stretch, and then we'll see whether or not he's good enough to win the race, whether he could hold off everybody else. I think he might sit off Litmus Test, and we'll see what happens when those two get let loose.
Yeah, all three of your choices like to be forwardly placed. None of them are extremely overwhelmingly fast in the first part of the race, but they just continue to build momentum. All of them. Litmus Test, the one that really has the strong turn time, and he really gets it rolling mid-race. But he's never far off of the pace. So, all right, let's wrap up and give us them in order one more time.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, for Sunday at Oaklawn, the 11th race, the Grade 2 $1 million Rebel Stakes. My top pick is number 3, Class President, taking a shot with Todd Pletcher, Johnny V at 10-1 on the morning line over number 4, Blackout Time, and number 2, Litmus Test, both coming off layoffs, breaks, and I'm not positive that they're going to be cranked up to win this race. I think Class President is in this race to win it, and we'll see how it shakes out tomorrow.
Okay. All right. All right. That wraps it up. Let's say thank you to some folks. Let's say thank you to the Crosswalk Barn Club. It's right across the street from the American Pharaoh statue here at Oaklawn. Like I said, it's a great place to pregame, great place to come after the races. It'll be a very festive atmosphere, and especially like tomorrow, if Blackout Time can win, it's going to be raucous in here. I'll just tell you. So it'll be a lot of fun. We also want to thank Arkansas Beverage Sales, the Anheuser-Busch distributor. They're one of our sponsors, Michelob Ultra. So when you're in here, look for one of their products, Arkansas Beverage Sales. Okay. Also, we want to thank Brothers Roofing. They're a longtime residential roofer in the western half of Arkansas, including down here in the Hot Springs area, as well as some eastern Oklahoma. Look up Brothers Roofing on social media. Also, brothersroofing48.com. Find out how he can help you with your residential roof. Okay, Lang, this is where I'm going to kick it to you. You tell these people how they get your picks each and every day of the Oaklawn meet.
Yeah, well, just follow me on social media. I am at the Railbird333, whether that's on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok. I don't look at TikTok a lot, but I'm on there in case somebody needs to get a hold of me that way. And just check out my posts I make. I have different specials each week for the picks. Whether this week is my biggest special of the week. Today's card and tomorrow's card. Normally one card is $8. You get two cards for $10 this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so two for 10 or one for 8. That's an easy call.
Yeah.
So yeah,
buy one get one for 25%.
pretty soon here, another week or so, we're gonna hit the halfway point of the meet.
Yeah.
I might have a special for the second half of the meet if you want the rest of the meet. And that averages out to about $3 to $3.50 a day when I do something like that. So that's a good price as well for anybody who wants to jump in the second half of the Oaklawn meet.
Okay. All right. That kind of wraps it up. Tomorrow at the same time at 10:30, I'll be live. I'll be with Mike and Tracy, the guys from Finding Value, and we'll be looking at 3 or 4 races on tomorrow's card. So join us then. So no matter what you're doing today, tomorrow, or anywhere, whatever it is, go fast and win. Thank you.